Hey guys, Shakarez or Killbot here, and today I bring you another episode of a Midlaner's journey to Diamond 1, and today I'm playing Xerath, one of my favorite new favorite champions, and I'll start with my setup for runes. I'm using Magic Penetration Marks, HP per level seals, Magic Resist flat glyphs, and AP quints, and for masteries I'm using 2109. A bit different from the usual, but I'll explain my deviation on the utility tree a bit later. So, for summoner spells I'm running Ghost and Flash, and I'll explain that in a second as well. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So, learning a new champion for me is pretty hard. Like these mages, the way they auto-attack is pretty weird for me because I come from a Kayle background where I play a lot of Kayle, and Kayle is a champion that has a lot of ease auto-attacking and CSing. So in general, when I'm learning a new champion, my biggest difficulty is early CSing. I seem to auto-attack like 5 damage too early, and I end up losing a lot of CS because of it. But so this was my third game on Xerath, and my second game in mid lane, because my second game I think I played support. I played pretty well support. So my CS skills weren't up to par. And one thing you can do, and I know for a fact that Voyboy does this because I work with him on All Pro, is on most of his champions on mid lane, he'll take 2 points in attack speed. While this might not make sense, most mid laners don't have a smooth auto attack animation, and 2.5 CDR isn't that much, so you can use those 2 points in attack speed to smoothen out your auto attacks and miss less CS. So that's an option you can try to do. I don't think I was doing it here, but I think I might do it more in the future, seeing how much I tend to stuck at early CSing with these mages. But yeah, I'm playing versus Swain, and I'm pretty scared. Not because of Swain, I'm scared because of Xin Zhao. Now, if Swain ever lands Nevermore, I think that's the name of the skill, I'm pretty screwed. So here he walks up, and I'm immediately terrified, and I lose a cannon minion, and a lot of minions for it. I'm currently 10 CS, and 10 CS is horrible, and I forgot to put these correctly, so... sorry guys, okay, there we go. And I'm really scared of Xin Zhao. So when he walks up, I know he's probably expecting a gank from his jungler. And right here, he starts walking up. I cancel my auto twice. That's how bad I am. And I miss my stun and my slow. And I end up having to flash when I see Xin Zhao, because if Swain hits me with that Nevermore, I'm pretty screwed. And right here, I cancel another auto attack. And this is what I mean with the attack speed mastery. If you take 2, you'll feel like it's smoothened out, so it's easier to CS. So right here I go back. I really can't do much. I don't have enough mana. I'm going to lose out on XP, but one thing I noticed in this elo, and this is gold 1, gold 2. No, this is gold 1, plat 5 at the moment. And in this elo and below diamond, I noticed that mid laners don't really know what to do with pressure. Here Elise ganks, but she doesn't accomplish much, as Swain isn't far from his turret. But yeah, what I notice is when you see the enemy mid laner back, your focus should be immediately either to mimic the back if you're not healthy as well, or instead to push the lane so he misses CS. And I want to show this, sorry about that. So let's see this again. This is why Xerath is strong and why his harass pattern is so good. So right here, I dodge the Nevermore, I hit him with my stun, slow, and now my Q. Now my slow does more damage if it's hit in the center. So after stunning, it's easy to land the slow in the center, and it slows more, it does more damage. Then you hit an easy Q because the target is slowed. And right there, you saw that with that combo, I just gained lane dominance. And I'm I'm not 1 level below, but I'm like half a level below. You'll see that he hit 6 much before me because I had to back, but that's not a problem. So right here, he hit 6. I'm not even close to 6. Sorry about that. Oops. There I go. And let me just take off the chat because the chat isn't really working. You just see item purchases. So back to us. And you'll see that he's pretty low. He's getting HP back from his ultimate. But overall, if I keep harassing, when I reach 6, I'll be able to use my ult aggressively and I'll be able to get a kill. So right here, just CSing the minions. I see a good opportunity. I miss my stun, but I guess the slow, and then I hit him with my ultimate and kill. And what's his camera? Oops. Okay. So I need to change to the Swain camera, else you won't see him. So right here, I try to guess the stun. I do get the damage from the slow. Easy damage from the Q. I move out from him so he can't use anything on me. And easy kill. So now he's dead. Back to me. I'm going to push the wave. And I'm going to back push another wave so he loses more minions. And so I can go back and not lose minions from him pushing. And Swain isn't really a fast pusher. So overall you will... He isn't a fast pusher, and he's not very good at AoE clears. To do so, he has to use Nevermore, and then he becomes not much of a threat in lane. So that's why you see me pushing him a lot. So right here, Elise ganks, pretty solid gank. Unfortunately, he flashes there. You can see the animation. But still a solid gank by Elise, giving me, again, lane dominance. So right here, we go for the dragon. I get binded, but it's not a problem. And we get dragon here. Unfortunately, our bot lane was too slow to get here, especially our support. My ult is pretty terrible. I miss all 3 of them. And this shows the inexperience I still have with the champion. I do end up managing to stun Xin Zhao, and Caitlyn kills him with the ult. But Swain gets a triple kill. That's never good. And right here you can see my duo. He's not trading with Mundo very well. I mean, he should have used his ult and his ignite way before, so he could duel. Anyways, back to me. I already got my Fiendish Codex, my boots. I got double Dorans. And right now I want to get my Morellonomicon as soon as possible. Oh, right here. Really good gank by Elise. She flashes in to do the repel and then goes on to him. He's trying to dodge stuff, but he doesn't have flash anymore, so he's going to die. And I grab double buffs and I get the shutdown gold, so that's pretty solid as well. Pretty good for me. And Swain, aside from that triple kill, didn't do much this game. He wasn't too relevant. I didn't let him be relevant. So, and Swain takes a bit to ramp up and become powerful, so it's just normal that I'm going to be more... that I'm going to be able to do more damage and be more efficient in the early to mid game. So right here, you see me poking a lot, and I'm trying to land the stun so I can land a full combo. And at the same time I want to clear the minion wave so I get him pushed, because I can kill him when he's under turret because of my ultimate. So right here he misses. I get my combo off, except for my W, which I didn't have. I get another Q off, and right now I know he's pretty low. I get the W off. I still want to make sure I can kill him, so there we go. Another kill on him. And let's see the def cam here. Let's see if I can show it. Oh, there we go. So he heals a bit back up, but my ult does do a lot of damage. So 1, 2, didn't even need the third. So that's another dead Swain, 3 and 3. And I didn't really understand his build. Swain usually rushes Rod of the Ages. He went for it as a second item, which was kind of weird. So right here I want to push him a bit more, just so he loses more CS. Check the red buff, and I go back and I buy Morellonomicon. I get Sorcerers, and I get Distortion Boots. I also changed my trinket to the red trinket, and this is a habit I have. On mid laners, you do want the sweepers to control vision. On Xerath, the story is a bit different. You want to get the blue trinket, which... yeah, I don't know the name of the blue trinket. But you want to get the blue trinket... oh, Scrying Orb. You want to get Scrying Orb because it synergizes really well with his ultimate. And the reason why I grabbed Distortion Boots is because I'm using Ghost Flash. Now, Ghost Flash, think of Xerath somewhat similar to TF. Oh, and right here, I suspect that Xin Zhao is doing red because he just killed Trundle on top. So I just land my skills together. I miss my stun. Should have used it first, but my ultimate does kill him, so that's another kill for me. And I get red buff. And I still have blue buff, so I can still spam pretty well. So distortion boots affect the CDR on both Flash and Ghost, making it extremely good if you have the 2 summoner spells. So right here, we get Dragon. Elise gets caught, she dies. I'm not taking part of that, and I just Ghost out of there. I do harass Swain before I go, and you see that my Ghost is already on a 130-second cooldown, and it only has a 151-second cooldown, which is pretty low. Gives me a lot of mobility, because Xerath's problem, and the reason why you don't see him more is because he's not very mobile, and when he uses his Q, his movement speed is reduced. My Flash is also on a 216-second cooldown, and this is because I'm pairing up my points in utility with distortion. So right here, coolest skill in the game. I grab Swain here, and I manage to use my combo. And he wants to go on me, but I'm going to ult. He flashes and gets out, and I flash Q and kill him. And this is one thing you can do. If you're sure you can catch the enemy target, you flash and you Q, and you don't lose the cast on the Q. The Q cast maintains, so you can start channeling Q and then flash Q and get the max range Q, which is 1,400 range. So pretty long range harass tool. So for my build, I just got Morellonomicon, and as I mentioned in the last episode, usually for AP mids, if you're not someone like Lulu, Orianna, Ziggs, you don't really need the Chalice passive. You can survive with Morellonomicon and blue. If your jungler is a scumbag and won't give you blue, you might as well get Athenes. So right here, Morgana comes out of nowhere. I ping her. I know Elise is there. I'm baiting. I'm waiting for her to release the bind. However, she makes a big mistake. She doesn't use Black Shield on her, so I just stun her, combo her, and yeah. Elise kills her before I can use my ult, so I just use my ult for a bit of harass on Mundo. So yeah, Morellonomicon, cheaper, gives you a bigger power spike, better wave clear, the AP difference is really significant, and the 25 MR isn't really that much anymore. So before it would give 40 MR, and it was a pretty strong item, now not as strong. And the fact that I'm getting Morellonomicon is also helpful because I'm versus Swain and Mundo, so I'll be reducing their healing potential when they are below 40 HP. So right here, just trying to harass Swain. Not much I can do. So I go back to mid lane, push the lane, and Xerath pushes pretty hard. He pushes really fast. Oh, right here we see Morgana. Elise is chasing Xin. I land a pretty good slow and stun, which is very easy since the Trundle pillar is there. Trundle gets the kill, and we run. And right here, Xin is chasing me, and I'm not afraid to use my Ghost and my Flash. I use my Ghost, I then notice he's going to get the 3 Talon Strike on me and knock me up, so I just flash away. And since my cooldowns are low, I'm pretty confident in being able to use my summoners because I know I'll have them back up soon. Especially Ghost. Ghost is on a 2.30, 2 minutes and 30-second cooldown, so it's pretty low. And I go back at my def cap. I finally got my Scrying Orb now, so I can finally start using it. And I get an Amp Tome, which will either turn into Void Staff or Zhonya's Hourglass, depending on the game. Usually you'll want Void Staff, but if the enemy is not building MR, might as well go for the Zhonya's to get the extra defensive stats. So right here, Dragon fight, really messy. I'm in the back line. I don't want to go in. Right there I stun Vayne, but I think Morgana used Mikhail's instantly on her. But we're doing pretty well. Swain is trying to do something to me, but he's out of mana. And I get my mana back up. And one good tip, if you're in laning... Oh, right here. Beautiful double kill. There we go. If you're laning and you can use your passive on an enemy champion instead of an enemy minion, it will give more mana. So just to check, 150 mana for monsters or minions, and 300 mana if attacking champions. So right there, I was almost I used an auto attack on Swain, and I had enough just to kill Morgana and Vayne with that Q, giving me a double kill. So 23 minutes in, doing pretty well. We get the second turret, and I go back. And right now, I want to get... yeah, I get Seekers, and I sell one of my Dorans for a needlessly large rod. Go back mid, push, push, push. You want to keep pushing so you can roam. And right here, we catch out Morgana. Another fight is bound to break out. She flashes the Leona ult. I'm still harassing. I'm doing a lot of damage, as you can see. And I try to go for someone there. I don't kill anyone. And I ghost, so Mundo and Xin can't reach me. And right now I am in a pretty safe spot, and I'm harassing from afar. I'm out of mana, but I can auto-attack someone and get my mana back. And I kill Morgana, and I'm half mana already, so pretty good. The passive is pretty useful if you can use it. The problem is if you're range deprived from getting close and using it, you're pretty much screwed. You need to be able to use it constantly to do stuff. So right here, Leona goes in, we just kill Swain, and we keep pushing. And this is a mistake that happens a lot in Platinum and below, is people will tend to go one by one, and they'll just die. Like right here, Mundo should just surrender the turret to us, and they're coming one by one. We have a pretty tanky Trundle, although he's building for offensive items. He's still pretty tanky, so he can tank the turret. He kills Xin Zhao. I flash out so I don't get damaged by Vayne. I'm pretty low. And I keep harassing here. Keep landing some Qs. And I think Morgana was like super low. Yeah, I hit that last Q, so if you notice right here, I flash out and then charge a Q up. And I almost kill Morgana. 20 HP. So that range is fabulous. It's really good. That's one of the reasons why I like Xerath. And he's very similar to someone like Lux. His kill combo, I'd say, his harass combo, so with EWQ is better. And overall, he's not as mana dependent as Lux. Lux's catch potential and deleting potential is obviously better, as the laser is easier to hit than the Xerath ultimate. But I find Xerath to be a somewhat safer pick, just because he can keep his distance usually. So there I get pretty chunked. Obviously we're going to have another team fight, and I kill Swain there, which I should have used manual camera. So let's go back. So I get pretty chunked here. I get hit by everything that Swain has. He's running out. He gets hit by the Caitlyn ultimate. Doesn't die. I use my Scrying Orb, and I kill him. Actually, Caitlyn ultimate didn't hit him, or else he'd die. I think Mundo blocked it. Back to me. Where is me? Okay, there you go. So 27 minutes in, game's pretty much over. I get distracted there trying to harass, and Xin Zhao just deletes me because he has Feral Flare and he almost Ghostblade, and I was pretty low on HP. Meanwhile, our Trundle is getting inhibs, so he gets one inhib. He almost kills Swain. And I think he goes back and gets the second inhib before he dies. Yeah, he just face tanks the inhib, gets the inhib and dies. So that was a pretty good play, even though we kind of screwed up, especially I screwed up pretty hard. He managed to use that as a diversion and get two inhibs. So pretty good stuff. Game's pretty much over by now. I'm pretty fed, 9-2. Swain 5-6. I really didn't get the Rod of Ages second. I think it should be a first item. Oh, and another kill. So let me see if I can get Morgana. There we go. So she's pretty low. She eats a Q here, and even though she has Black Shield, I hit all of my ults, the 3, and yeah, we end up killing her. Swain's trying to get in. He really can't do anything. I ghost in. I want to get my CC on Mundo, and I do land it, and he's now dead. So Ghost will allow you to run, will allow you to chase, and will allow you to have mobility in team fights. And the Distortion Boots will allow you to have a pretty low cooldown on that Ghost and allow you to move around and be very annoying. And the Flash cooldown always surprises people because it's so low. So yeah, I really recommend Xerath. He's a really good champion. Very hard if you're playing him against champions with a lot of dashes and escapes, but overall really solid, really good damage. I feel like we might see him more in the LCS soon since all the other mid laners are being nerfed. But yeah, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of a mid laner's journey to Diamond 1, and I'll see you guys in the Rift. Shakarez signing out.